Oh, and speaking of climate, Sunrise Movement not saving their only protests for Democrats, although the reason why you see the Sunrise Movement go in more often than not to protest Democrats is instructive. Because A, there's greater expectations that Democrats are going to do something about the climate. And B, Sunrise Movement, and the way that our politics exist, they have more leverage when they go and protest Democrats. There are people in the audience, either like watching it on video or sitting in the audience, or who may be more inclined to agree with them than at a Trump rally. And because of that, they have better ability to move policy by protesting Democrats, but only when Democrats are in a position of power so that the Sunrise Movement can do it. This is the way that activism works. And so, like, you don't need to love, you don't need to like, you don't need to think that they're great, you don't need to think anything positive about a politician whom they may not even in their heart of hearts care at all about your issue set, but how they get elected and who their coalition is influences whether you as an activist can influence those people. You're not choosing your messiah. You're choosing your enemy. You're choosing who's going to be the gatekeeper to what you want. And you want a gatekeeper who is susceptible and can be influenced by people that you can influence. That's the point. That said, here's Sunrise Movement with Trump.
And I did three rallies.
Son, you've taken millions of dollars from gas billionaires. You work with them, or people like me, like ordinary people like me. You are digging a grave. You are digging a grave with the fossil fuel money. You are taking. You are digging a grave with the fossil fuel money. You are taking.
There is not a single person in that audience who in any way supports any part of that woman's agenda.
No, like you're saying, though, I think the thing that is useful for Sunrise to be seen doing this, though, is for when they eventually do disrupt another Kamala Harris event or something
Absolutely.
like that. Be like, look, we have you, because often the response is, why aren't you, protesting Trump? So I'm like, well, we're doing everybody.
100%. 100%. They've got to do this because there's gradations of people who are at that event, that Kamala Harris fundraiser or whomever fundraiser it is that they're going to interrupt. And that's the way you build a broader movement. You slowly get people one at a time on the margins within any type of group there. There's no one there at the Trump rally, but Sunrise Movement can say, like, yeah, we did it, we do it. But the truth is, they're going to have a lot more success in protesting at Democratic functions because that's where people will be most responsive and that's where they have the most amount of leverage. And that's the whole point.